All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CAMedia Podcast, show that allows you to come in your own unique way. I am the host currently, Clay Anderson. Uh, Today's episode is our prediction of the WWE Backlash review event that's happening this Saturday at St. Louis, Missouri. Uh, the show is brought to you by Visionary Minds, Public Relations, and Media. If you have any media consultations or inquiries, feel free to contact Tammy Reese at visionarymindsny@gmail.com, and she would gladly get in contact with you. Uh, Today we have a couple guests. Well, Rachel's not a guest anymore. uh,
I basically live here
Casanova.
now.
Everything that's here now. Casanova's on, and we have Gerald on for the first time. Thank you for joining the podcast. I know it was like last minute, like at the 11th hour.
Okay.
Would you like to introduce yourself and tell the audience a little bit about yourself before we dive into the kind of the aftermath of a little bit of the aftermath of WrestleMania 41 and like what we are expected to look into for the Backlash review event before we start?
Yeah, my name is Gerald Roberts. Most of y'all probably don't even know who I am, despite being from radio. You know what I'm saying? What y'all want to know? Like, I'm not gonna
So
lie.
tell the audience a little bit about you yourself in general. Yeah, let the audience know. Like, yes, you're a guest, but let them know who you are, what you do, why you're a fan of wrestling.
Uh,
I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but
oh, well, I got my own podcast. I have my own platform. I
you want to talk a little bit about that real quick?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
SB Radio. It's blowing real fast, blowing real big. I'm saying. It's been around since 2016. This that third. What else? Right, little break right now from all that. Just to get some personal stuff dealt with, and I'll be back better than ever. I'm saying I'm talking to radio station, like trying to get on the air. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Right now I'm just messing around with sponsorship deals. I got a lot on my plate, so yeah. And yeah, I'm a huge wrestling fan. I've been so since I was what, 9 years old. Yeah, my family, my sisters, and my dad, they got me into it. So yeah, and now I'm here, with my boy, doing his show. I'm saying, but yeah. Oh, by the way, I just woke up from a nap, so forgive me, I'm a little bit out of it.
No, it's fine. Who's your favorite wrestler?
Favorite wrestler? Um, I guess right now, I've always was a fan of CM Punk, and I like Roman Reigns, and Cena's always my favorite growing up. So Shawn Michaels, and like, to make a perfect five, I guess. Let me see. Try to make top. I said Cena already, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and say out of nowhere, I guess. But yeah, Cena's one of my favorites. Michael's was my favorite. I love Roman Reigns. I love CM Punk. Those four, my top four, I guess.
And like one more question before we dive into this podcast. Your favorite match of all time?
That's like thousands of matches. Um, I guess my favorite match of all time would have to be okay. Uh, J- Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker, No Way Out, 2006, because that was my first great match I ever saw.
I vividly remember that match. That's when Mark Henry interfered to set up Mark Henry versus Taker
That was on that
match at WrestleMania
was on Smack,
21. Well, 22. I'm sorry.
that was on SmackDown. They had a match at the pay per view with no interference,
No,
and
no, no. That match. Mark Henry did interfere that match. That was the No Way Out. Oh, you talking about the SmackDown match?
yeah, they had a match on SmackDown.
Correct.
Talking about is the match at No Way Out.
Yeah, that's the match I'm talking about too. Yeah. So Mark Henry did interfere in that match as well.
No, he didn't. He
He
didn't.
did. Wait, take it. Wait, Angle didn't blatantly just win that match like that.
Triangle won fair and square the first time at No Way Out, and then
No, no, there was a yo. I could be wrong.
yeah,
Hold on, I'm about to look at it right now.
they fought.
Uh,
Taker and
Okay.
no interference. Kringle won that fair.
Okay. Event.
And they had a rematch SmackDown. Mark Henry ran in for the interference.
Results.
Was he?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Kurt Angle. It says Kurt Angle did defeat the Undertaker. But yeah, I do record the SmackDown when Mark Henry did interfere. Yes, I do record that.
Yeah.
Wow. Angle did defeat. Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a 30-minute match. Yeah, that was a good match.
I was gonna say
Yeah. Angle did win straight. It's no.
a quick honorable mention is Brock Lesnar, John Cena, 2012.
Yeah, Angle kind of the triangle choke
Mm-hmm.
and rolled up Undertaker for the pin.
Turned into a pin.
That's the victory. Yeah. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I knew one of the matches Mark Henry did interfere. And that SmackDown match you're talking about, that was on Undertaker's Tombstone DVD, the set that they came out with, like, oh my God, 2006, 2007. Yeah. Yep. All right. Rashawn, well, Casanova, sorry.
What's going on, world? It's your boy, Mr. Casanova, a.k.a. Mr. Make Things Go Boom. What's up, y'all? You know, I'm back again. Let me not say back again. I ain't never leave. So, yeah, we here.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Gerald, welcome. My favorite wrestler has been the same for about 20 years. Randy.
Oh yeah, why didn't you see Randy? Why didn't you see Randy?
Yeah. And just a side note, I'm so happy. I seen a comment that when he returned at Survivor Series for War Games in 23, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they were thinking about changing his theme music, and I'm so happy that they didn't, because Voices is so iconic.
Yeah.
And it like, what do you change it to? What do you go from Voices to what?
He's probably gonna make some weird. You know how you remix the songs?
Oh, you can go back to Burning My Light. All right. WrestleMania was in the past. We now understand that besides Heyman and Rollins, we have Braun Breaker in the mix with this trio of this past, present, future. Yeah, I think they will add a tag team or a single wrestler to the mix of this trio that's heading to make a run in the WWE.
Okay.
Your thoughts, comments, concerns on the Heyman, and Rollins and Breaker alliance?
I mean, it's definitely something new. I'm gonna give Paul Heyman the benefit of doubt because it just started. Because right now, right now, it's too soon for me to make a decision if I like it or not. Because like if I wasn't watching wrestling in a long time, right, and came back and saw this new alliance, I thought this like seemed mad random as hell. But yeah, so I'm gonna give a little bit of time, just cause I'm gonna give Paul Heyman the benefit of the doubt because I trust Paul Heyman. He knows what he's doing. So I'm just waiting to see. It's gonna pay off. Right now, it's too soon for me to tell.
Okay. What you thinking about, Rayshon, about that alliance?
Right now, I don't like it, and this is why I don't like it.
Go ahead, Tom.
It reminds me of the early stages of, remember Visionary Seth Rollins? Follow Me. It reminds me of early stages of that.
Like the Messiah era.
Yes, the Messiah era. Exactly that. It reminds me, because it's like, oh, you follow me or you get left behind. It reminds me of that. Like, the wording that he chooses puts us in that same boat. Do I think that the pairing is complete? No, I think they're about to get somebody at Backlash.
But there's no match for them on Backlash.
Yeah, I know, but I think Backlash is where it happens though.
Mm.
Like,
See.
and this is why, because we have SmackDown still.
Yeah, well, you got a point. Yeah, you're right. You're right. What I think is, I think a couple of things. I I think re-listened to it. But I didn't fully watch when it happened live, the Heyman and Jey Uso promo. But I think I went back and I saw a clip. Everything that Paul Heyman said in that clip with him and Jey Uso, he's right. He was right. He
Yeah.
took a straight. He took a straight dog and turned him into a tribal chief for 5 years, and then he he wanted to live that prophecy of speaking what he said to Punk in 2013 about walking him down for WrestleMania. And if that was just a favor, and that's all Punk wanted, I don't think Heyman was being disloyal to Roman. He was just, I just want to do this one favor and just walk my guy, my best friend, down the lane for WrestleMania. And that was it. It wasn't like he was doing anything much more than that. I understand the sign in the chair, all that, because none of the guys could beat any of the Heyman didn't need to do that. But, I get it. And what else? And yeah, when he left, when Roman lost that title to Cody Rhodes, and didn't check on Heyman what Solo Sikoa, Tamatanga Tangaloa, and I guess Jacob Fatu what they did to Paul Heyman. Heyman has every right to feel the way he felt. He felt ousted by the tribal chief because he lost the title. He went missing for 6 months.
Yeah, not Roman.
And Heyman still was loyal to Roman Reigns when he didn't have to, and he directed Roman and getting back to Ulufala, and Heyman. I can say Heyman was loyal. You can't say he wasn't. He can't say he wasn't. I don't think. It really. I think what really triggered Heyman was, when everybody couldn't beat everybody, he wanted the match eventually end. And yes, he stood a chance to his best friend before he stood to the tribal chief, and he had a longer lasting relationship with CM Punk than Roman Reigns. And then when I guess the Raw before Mania, where Heyman could have got his head stomped in, or 2 Raws before Mania, where Seth Rollins made that promise, that favor, I'm like, yeah, it's over. Here goes the turn, and it is what it was. And if you think about it, Heyman still has his doubts of Punk, of being committed to the WWE. Heyman still has his doubts with Roman Reigns. Even though he's done all the business for the WWE the last 5 years, yes, Roman Reigns he's really transcended the WWE business like never before. We talk about Austin in '98, and everybody talk about Austin in 1998 after he beat Shawn Michaels, what he done for the business. Let's talk about what Roman Reigns has done from 2020 during the pandemic until 2025. That should be talked about more than Austin. And we talk about bringing money to the business and helping other business. I'll say Roman Reigns is a better cash cow than Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I can stand on business with that.
Agreed.
But in reference to Rollins, I think Heyman went with the safe bet. He went with the winner, and he went with the safe bet. He knew the safe bet was Rollins because Rollins is consistent in the WWE. The only time Rollins was ever out, first lane injury, his first championship reign, and he had that back issue at WrestleMania 40. Outside of that, Rollins has been the workhorse of the WWE since 2014. And Seth Rollins deserves all of his flowers. And if I was him, I would join Rollins too. Because I know I have a guy that's going to be in and out on the show, on the house shows, proving to the world that he is this generation's HBK or AJ Styles or Daniel Bryan. He is. If you think about it, he truly is. So do I blame Heyman? Hell no. I do not.
That's what I was saying. The only reason I didn't like it was because I didn't like the Messiah era.
Right.
I thought the Messiah era was weak, and this reminds me of it. Like, I think they need a change of the verbiage of the things that he says.
Right. And still, they still lean on this favor thing. Ever since Punk asked for the favor, everybody's been asking for favors now. And that Rollins gave Sami Zayn the favor. Sami Zayn didn't cash in on it.
Well, no, it wasn't a favor. It was more like a ultimatum. He's like,
it was a favor. He gave him a favor. You're like, yo, this is your favorite. Go to SmackDown. You get a championship match after Cena Orton last time on.
that was
a favor. Well, yes, it's an ultimatum. Yes, but he gave him a favor that wasn't even presented to him before he came back.
That wasn't a favor. That was all right. Listen, let's back down. I've been sweet hot. I'll give a towel shot. Just don't. You can't beat him no more because something bad is gonna happen, and I don't want you involved with it. I want you.
He was protecting his close friend, and I know they dangled that the WWE Championship in his front view because we all know he hasn't won it yet. His only chances that could have won it was, I'm not sure if he was in that WWE Championship Royal Rumble match in 2016, but damn it, I was there in Montreal in 2022 when Sami almost won the title against Roman Reigns. I was in attendance for that. The decibel level was like, if I'm not mistaken, I think the decibel level at that event was like at 115 for Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
But I don't blame Sam because now we know that I'm calling out there. I'm putting this out in the universe. Within the next 2 years, Sami Zayn will win a World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Championship. It's given. It's given.
Agreed.
NXT doesn't count.
Say what?
NXT doesn't count.
No, hell no. Why we call it? No. WWE or the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm leaning towards the World Heavyweight Championship more than the WWE because certain people get the WWE Championship. I'm not saying Sami don't deserve it because look at Jinder Mahal and who would have thought? But Jinder Mahal was a great heel. If he made crap on his title run, I think he had a great title run. Like, no offense.
I believe he had a great title run as well. But the reason why people crapped on it is because they knew it was to tap into the India market.
Of course, it was.
And if it wasn't for that, he had a great title run.
Correct.
Oh boy.
I can name 5 wrestlers title runs he had that was better than. You don't want me to start naming names. I mean, his one singular title run is better than a couple names I would just start naming. Andre, Big Show.
Yeah, like
Bob back in 1994.
Kane.
Kane.
And Kane's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Kane. And no offense, Rey Mysterio. And the only reason why Rey Mysterio wanted to be a placeholder for John so that Punk could come out with cult of personality.
Oh, yeah.
That's 5 people right there.
Bullshit Reign have like an hour.
Who?
I said that bullshit Reign we have like 1 hour. Rey Mysterio. That gotta be so tight. Like Triple.
We had the Shield reign throughout a pay-per-view event 1 year. All 3 members of the Shield won the WWE Championship 1 year, 1 night in a WWE pay-per-view event. I can't name which one, but Reigns, Rollins, Ambrose won the world title.
I think it was it Money?
Because Ambrose cashed in on Rollins, Reigns retained it. Yeah, or he walked in.
Reigns walked in champion, Rollins off, and then it comes
cash in. Yep. So yeah.
Okay. So, but
How do you like the Braun Breaker factor of him being in this trio?
I love it. I think Braun, and I think this was set up. Remember, long term storytelling. I think this move was set up by not by Roman Reigns.
Mm.
Like Roman planted the seed of this. Braun was always supposed to come on with Paul Heyman. Remember when back when he had the NXT title, I
NXT.
think it
Mm-hmm.
was. Yeah, and Paul Heyman was in his corner.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Long term storytelling. That set up this relationship.
mm-hmm.
I love it though because Braun gives them the real muscle factor that Solo was supposed to give Roman. That
Right.
fizzled out. Like a real enforcer to be like they buried that enforcer thing and it went away badly and they shouldn't have done that. But I like the way they got it with Braun. Yes, he's the enforcer. He's going to do all of Seth's dirty work. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, and the Rumble that in the Rumble, right? It was Roman and Braun had that little exchange with Roman eliminating him, right? That was like low key foreshadowing. And also, I like how I'm always I myself am a pointer for investing in the future. So like Paul Heyman and Seth putting a younger guy on, you know what I'm saying, who we all know is gonna eventually eventually grow into it and like become the next big thing because of it. I like that. They brought in Braun Breaker, a young prospect, a new guy. Well, you know, I mean, not new, but like a young up and coming guy, this, that, third, and stuff like that. So yeah. Um, Real quick, I'm actually on Forbes.com and I have the Backlash card in front of me. If you want to go through it like one at a time. Predictions, picks, all that stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. Um, what was I about to say? What do y'all think about who you think gonna be the next either tag team or single wrestler is gonna be in that trio?
Um, Let me think about that.
Go ahead.
I mean, do they need anybody else?
Not
Yes,
necessarily,
they do.
but they could use someone else.
They do. They need someone else. They need someone else.
Part of
Carmelo,
me, a part of my thought is Logan Paul.
I was thinking that, but I feel like he kind of doesn't need them because
He really don't, but you know everything counts, right? Logan Paul was on. I mean, Paul Heyman was on Logan Paul's podcast.
I got two people in mind.
The Creed brothers.
No,
no,
I got two people in mind.
Tag team.
No, they're not a tag team.
Oh
One
wow.
of them is going to be a tag team with Braun Breaker, and that's going to be the tag team of whatever this is going to be called.
Oh wow.
Oh.
And my other choice would be if it's not Logan Paul. I was thinking about Austin Theory. You know,
That's one of the people. That's one of the people I got, and that's who I believe is going to partner with Braun Breaker.
Carmelo Hayes.
And another guy I could be thinking about. I was thinking about Obafemi.
Obafemi.
Oh my god, I think that it would run rough shot.
Yeah, if Obafemi went there,
It's over.
but the dude and I like that you said champion because a champion because I'm going champion as well.
Oh
With my
wow.
second guy,
Mm.
Dominic Mysterio.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because it's time for the Judgment Day to be over with, man.
Yes.
It's long overdue, man. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, and
And they started Judgment Day. Restarted WrestleMania. Was it WrestleMania 30? Not 38. Was it 38 or 39? When did Edge and AJ wrestled? Was it 38?
38.
We had WrestleMania 4 years. Judgment Day been gone for 3 years. It's time. It's time. But
Dude,
yeah. Mm. But yeah, it's time.
yeah.
Why Dominic Mysterio?
So I think Dominic is about to I think that is about to run its course with Judgment Day, and I think Finn is about to take that over.
Okay.
And I think Finn and Liv are gonna take that over together. And I think Dominic is gonna be the outcast because Finn doesn't trust him.
Mm.
I think it's in the works already because uh Dominic already has a championship. So like
Right.
they clearly want gold. Dominic already has a championship. So like I think him on the outs is going to get him in that group. But I think Austin Theory might be who's coming at Backlash.
Mm. Mm. Okay. All right.
Because I think that also ends A Town Down Under in the process because now it's going to be Grayson Waller trying to figure out where he belongs in this group, and he's gonna eat a spear. He's gonna eat a spear, and that's gonna answer his question.
Mm.
Look at
Yes,
this.
Okay. Okay.
but those are my two people. I think two people are coming. I think Theory is coming first, but then Dominic Mysterio shortly after.
If they want to have a girl in the group, why not Becky? No?
Nah, I'm good
I,
with Becky. Nah, no,
nah, nah.
I'm good. They already did the Becky and Seth Rollins in 2019, and fans did not like it. You know,
Yeah,
I'm so happy that Baron Corbin hit her at the end of days.
yeah,
I would
me
never
too.
do.
But I tell you this: if they do go, and this is why they need at least two members in a girl, because every other group
Two members in
is
a girl thing.
yes, two male members and then a female member, right? And I think the female member is also coming from the Judgment Day, and I think it's going to be Raquel.
Mm.
Mm.
Uh I don't really know why Raquel, but nobody else fits, and like nobody else makes sense.
Yeah,
Other other
other than Becky, but then
yeah.
again, we already did that in 2019, and
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
that
Only
would
only
make
reason I
sense.
say Raquel is because I see Raquel having a soft spot for what they're about to do to Dominic,
Mm-hmm.
which makes her expendable as well.
Yeah, to be with Dominic
Yes.
and not with Liv because Liv still, I don't think she's over what Dominic did to her couple months ago
With the
because
Rhea.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So talking about these new call ups, you're just thinking about what's her name, Stephanie Vaqueria, Roxanne Perez coming up, making some headlines, some shockwaves. What's your thoughts on these NXT call ups so far?
Yeah. I think it's real good. I've been a huge fan of Roxanne, formerly known as Roxy from the Indies. I'm still amazed how young she is. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yes.
what else? But yeah, they clearly have an interest in her. 'Cause why else would they put her on the roster, on the main roster so many times, saying so frequently? People are saying, "Oh, well, she lost to what's the name on Monday." I mean, she lost to the champion. Saying like a loss to a loss to the champion is better than beating some nobody. You know what I'm saying so yeah, I think she's getting a lot of exposure. Good. They clearly see something in her. They clearly want her, and they're clearly sizing her up. You know what I'm saying, to see what we can expect if we pull the trigger on old Roxanne Perez, this, that, there. So I think it's good. Stephanie. Um, I'm trying to think who in NXT should drop the belt to so she can come to the main roster. I guess. Oh, what about the other girl, Julia?
Julia's good.
Do you mean she's good as in like you like her, or she's good? She can stay where she's at.
I like her. I like her as a wrestler. Like I like that, they're testing her up on the main roster to see how she can handle these women, the likes of Io Sky and Io Sky is truly, truly amazing. And I'm glad that part of me, I'm really glad that she won at WrestleMania because she was the right winner. If you want to think about it, I'm okay Bianca taking that L.
Oh,
But
not only I'm sorry to cut you off, sorry, but Stephanie, Julia, Roxanne, right? Those three women alone would just be a breath of new life into the division. It's just a whole new life into the division. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of stale right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, who do you have? Who do you have right now that's not three of them? We need a renewal. So they would be a much needed fresh air for the women's division. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who she would drop the belt to. Stephanie, that being. But yeah, you were saying. I'm sorry to cut you off. Sorry.
she dropped the belt to. Give me a second. I'm looking at her wiki page right now. Yeah, yes. Giving credit to Wikipedia for some of the information. Not all information is accurate, but most of it are accurate. She retained.
No,
She relinquished the NXT Women's North American title.
current champion for next.
She defeated Julia and Joey Grace at a fatal 4-way to retain the NXT Women's Championship. So she still got the NXT Women's Championship currently.
Yeah. Oh, she could give it to my wife. Okay, my biggest, the greatest woman in NXT in the world. What's her name? So tired right now. Sorry. Uh, you know who I'm talking about. You gotta know who I'm talking about. The girl. Goddamn. She's part of that gang. What's her name again? It's, it's because I'm tired right now, so I can't figure her name out. She's like she's like black.
You mean
Last Legend?
Last Legend?
No, not her.
The other one?
Jakara Jackson?
Not-
Oh no, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
What's her, what's her name?
Jada Parker.
Yes, Jada Parker. Yes. So Jada Parker take the belt off of her, right? Boom. You got Stephanie. You got on the main roster. You got Julia on the main roster. You got what's the name? Roxy on the main roster. And then Parker could do her thing. Jada could do her thing for a year or so, and then she'll be on the main roster too. And there you go. I figured it out. Y'all disagree?
Nah, I'm in total agreement with you. But like out of the women that came up, my favorite, she was my favorite in NXT as well. Roxanne Perez. I love me some Roxy.
Yeah. And Roxanne's it's a one of Punk's favorite people. Or yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the other one, Cora J. But Cora J ain't dead anymore. She got released. What's the other girl name? That Booker T girl.
Jahar.
Roxanne Perez. That's it. Yeah, I like Roxanne. Roxanne Perez.
Yeah.
All right, what y'all thinking about? Okay. Y'all want to dive into
Let's do it.
the releases and then the matches?
The who?
The release wrestlers. They released 17 wrestlers.
I mean, I don't mind doing the releases, but do you think we could start the matches because my girl is gonna come out soon, and then I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
like I might be going through the tunnel.
Okay. Yeah, we can start the matches. All right.
I got I'm on Forbes.com. WWE Backlash 2025 confirmed matches. There's only
Yeah,
five.
we're not doing the main event to like the last. Yeah, you can start with the first match. That's not the main event, and we could just dive into it.
Okay. That'll be. I mean, according to what I got here, I got Gunther versus Pat McAfee.
Okay, that's the singles match, right? No holds barred.
No, it's a regular match.
Regular match. Okay. I like that. McAfee stand up for what's his name, Michael Cole. To defend his friend, and that Cole is all right for WWE, and McAfee, of course, he's a part-time wrestler. I think this match will lead into something greater that will proceed us into SummerSlam, New York City, MetLife. I see this match. I sense this match. I thought it would be like a referee stoppage, and then it will lead to. This is where I get my point in, right?
Yeah.
This match will lead into one person, and that one person in the mid-90s came from obscurity and he used to play for the Georgia Bulldogs, and he went 173-0, beat Hulk Hogan at the Georgia Dome in 1998 to win the WCW
You think him?
championship.
You
And
think
he was the first WCW and United States championship at the same time. We're talking about the guy who wants to have his actual final retirement, Mr. Bill Goldberg.
Oh,
This, this will bring in Bill Goldberg.
who I got on my platform.
But I do have McAfee. I do have Gunther winning.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. I'm not sure the
You
Goldberg.
agree with what? Gunther winning?
Yeah, like he
Okay.
has. Yeah, now, like in very quick, short fashion, like just
It
to
won't
get.
be a quick. It won't be a quick match.
And
It's
what
not gonna be.
has to be like a very dominant match. I'm saying to get to. Yeah,
It's not gonna be a dominant match. It's gonna be at least 12 minutes. Bet.
like happy him after losing to CAMedia just to get some steam back. That's what I think.
Sean, who you think winning that match?
I got Gunther winning it,
Or
but I got Gunther winning it because I agree with you that the refs is going to stop it, but I think this match is going to lead to Gunther getting involved in Logan versus Jay and it becoming a triple threat.
Hey, but there's no graphics for that match, so
I know.
it's not.
It's not because it's not happening at Backlash. Jay is gonna come to Pat's rescue.
Oh, that's your okay.
Jay is gonna come to Pat's rescue because Gunther is going to be violating him.
Okay.
And remember, Logan is guaranteed. Was told he's gonna fight Jay,
Mm-hmm.
and this is how Gunther gets in that match.
Got you. All right. Okay. So you want to use that as a point?
Yep, that's gonna be my point. Why?
real quick, shout out to my boy Goldberg. I'm saying him on CarCast.
Yeah, Goldberg podcast.
Yeah, he's a recurring guest on CarCast.
CarCast. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said he was on your podcast. I was like, oh wow, look at that.
One of the recurring podcast. No, one thing. One of the podcasts on SCP Radio. You can hear that.
Oh wow.
So shout out to.
All right, what's the next match?
According to Forbes, well, it's not in a particular order, obviously, but I'm going up down the list or up the list. WWE Championship match: Dominic Mysterio as champion versus Penta.
I see. My prediction: Dominic Mysterio is retaining. and he will be retaining due to some indefense shenanigans from the Judgment Day. I'm gonna use that as a point. If I get the point, cool. If not, it's fine.
you want to go, Gerard?
I don't have much about this match really. I'm gonna do what I show. Who I want, who I think is gonna happen, and my wild card. Who I like to see win be Penta. Who I think is gonna win is Dominic. And I guess my wild card, is Judgment Day. Or what if his brother comes? The other guy, Phoenix.
Nah, they're gonna try to keep them away from each other. It's too soon. It's too soon. I think they want them both to establish themselves. I'm glad that they have more separate brands. It's way too soon. No, too early. I didn't watch them in what's that other company, AEW, but it's way too soon. I think they both need to be developed as single stars, and at least win a championship before you try to put them together as a tag team. We all know they're great tag teams, but I'd rather not. Casanova.
I was trying to make sure I wasn't muted, but okay. So boom. So just rock with me for a minute. I think Dominic is gonna win, but I don't think it's gonna be a pinfall submission. I think Dominic is gonna win by disqualification.
Mm.
And
Okay.
and remember, I said he's on his way out of Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is where it happens.
What?
I remember Finn cost Damian Priest, right? Remember the way he cost Damian Priest. I think he tries to go that same route and gets caught. They can't take the belt off of Dominic, but they also can't have him outright beat Penta because Penta has a lot of momentum. They can't take it off of him because of the pop that he just got.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
So he has to keep the belt, but you can't.
So Dominic wins via disqualification.
Yes, because he's getting kicked out of the Judgment Day.
Oh wow! You using a point for that?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. He's getting kicked out of the Judgment Day, and this is the start. And well, him and Raquel's getting kicked out on Saturday.
Oh wow!
Him and Raquel get out.
Yep.
Oh wow! Okay.
Him and Raquel is getting kicked out on Saturday.
Raquel still championship live.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. Don't worry. That's what's going to make them losing the titles even funnier.
That would be funny.
what's Yo, Gerard, what's the third match?
We got
and the reason why I know Raquel is also going to get kicked out is because of long-term storytelling. Remember the first time her and Liv became champions?
Mm-hmm.
And Liv said to Raquel, I remember this vividly. She said, I'm champ again. I was with Rhea, and then she turned her back on me. And then she said to Raquel, dude, please don't turn on me. And Raquel said, I'm more worried about you.
Oh, yo. Good one.
Yeah. So I remember that. She was like, dude, don't turn on me, because I remember it. And the reason I remember is because I was sitting there with my girl, and she was like, oh, there goes your girlfriend, Liv. That's when she first started that.
All right. That was the third match.
The United Championship Fatal 4-Way match. Jacob fought two defending against LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, and Damian Priest. And if they built this matchup, I must have missed it. But yeah, we got that 4-way: Jacob, LA Knight, Drew, and Damian. Well, let me go first. I do things on my show. My pick is Jacob. Who I want is Jacob, and my wild card is the Bloodline interfering.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. I can see it. I can see why. Jacob's winning. I want to say he pins Drew McIntyre because he's the only one that won at WrestleMania between Jacob and they're not trying to give Priest another pinfall, not trying to bury LA Knight, and I think Drew won't get hurt by getting pinned.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll take, and that's my shot. That's my call. McIntyre's getting pinned, and I'm okay with that. And no points. I'm good.
Yo.
Casanova, she.
So I also believe Jacob wins,
Mm-hmm.
but Backlash. You know, this is people getting turned on.
Correct.
Everybody crashing out, and Jacob wins, but he wins. I also agree he pins Drew, but I feel like he pins Drew because of Damian.
Mm.
That way they continue their feud because Damian,
cost it. Yeah, cost it Drew again for another.
Yes, right. And I believe Solo, he inadvertently almost cost Jacob the title, and that starts their beef to get to SummerSlam.
Okay. Use the point. You just want to say no, just okay. Fair.
No. I don't want to use a point for that one. I just want to. I just wanted to
call that out.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw it out like that. That one I don't want to point for.
Okay. A point just adds to whatever.
Yeah, that one. That we could use the point because if I get the point, I get the point. If not, it's
yeah. Exactly. What's the fourth match?
The WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Lyra Valkyrie defending against Becky Lynch.
Oh, you mean Becky Hogan? only want to show up when the title's online.
I don't even like Becky. I don't even like Becky. And I met her in person one time too, and I liked it even less after that.
All right, now I saw we can't. I meant to tell you one of the rules is we can't. You're not disparaging her. You did say you don't like her, so okay. All right, cool. All right.
Yo, I met her in person and I liked her even less. It's crazy.
Crazy work. Diabolical. All right, okay. I'm like, yo, let me. Yeah, so on the podcast, we can't disparage people, race, sex, gender. We can say we don't like them.
Oh,
yeah, it's a free space. It's a safe space, but say for instance, I want having to do an interview with her, right? Catch this podcast and listen to this episode. And Becky Lady, so your boy Gerald said he met you, but he don't even like you. That's crazy work. Nah. So, yeah. You can say you don't like her. Don't please.
Right. Okay. Listen, if you want to hear me disparage, go on my podcast.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Like there was a time I didn't like the Miz, and I didn't hate him. I just he was a slimy heel, and I can say that but after a while I'm like, he's really good. Miz really good. He don't get enough credit that he deserves. So, but going back to the Becky versus Lyra Valkyria, she's like the second Intercontinental champion, I believe. I don't know how long that title been around.
first. She's the first one.
Oh, she's the
She
first.
did
Oh,
first.
she did first. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I'm gonna say mine right now.
I think Becky wins.
I don't
I hate to say it.
even though I don't like her, I want her to win. That would actually help the belt.
No. Well, there's always be the first, and Lyra is the first. Yeah, Becky mainstream popularity and her megastar appeal. Yes, it will help. Get a little bit more buzz on the belt. But ain't nothing like being the first, the greatest, the best. And it's like Victoria, but I'm going Becky.
If I take it off for you, you still be the first. If I take it off for you, but yeah, I think Hey,
look at Pat Patterson. He won a title in Rio de Janeiro in a tournament that really never happened. He did, and they created a whole bracket to make it seem like he won the title for someone, but it was a fictional bracket. Vince McMahon Sr. presented him with the Intercontinental Championship. All right, Casanova, who do you think is winning that match?
I think Becky Hogan wins as well. And simply for this, and simply for this reason and this reason only, Becky Hogan is going to be Becky Hogan. And that's it. That's all Hogan, I got.
She got creative control.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not saying that she does. I don't know Becky Lynch's contract, but and that marks are calling you Becky Hogan for a reason. You come back to WrestleMania for a title, win the title, lose the title next day, turn heel, and get a title match against the person you lost the title, the tag titles with. So every match you had, technically, is been a championship.
Was a title match. Yeah,
make it make sense.
I'm thinking about what's best for the belts. Because if Becky's the champion, right, the obvious feud long term is her and Bayley for the Intercontinental Championship. Again, you know how valuable and how prestigious that belt would be.
Well, for the first time, we can't say again because Becky never held the belt, nor has Bayley.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I hate the fact that I agree with you, Gerard, but I hate the fact that they're going toward putting the belt on Bayley.
Correct.
Well, who says it's gonna be on Bayley? I'm just saying. Like, imagine
match though. Why do we need to have that match? Bayley versus Becky. Yes, I understand that Bayley took out Becky, and it's probably because Becky probably needed payday, and there had to be some. Yeah. There had to be some marks that they didn't want Bayley on the WrestleMania card, or Bayley's being a good steward for the WWE just to have Becky Lynch on the card to draw more fans. But actually, we didn't know Becky Lynch was going to be on the card, so I take that back. But it wasn't. I guess it wasn't a strong star appeal for that match at WrestleMania, so they called in the lady that main evented and won WrestleMania 35, Becky Lynch, the only woman. Well, one of two women to only main event WrestleMania. That's what that, because I keep on forgetting Bianca Belair is the WrestleMania main eventer, and she won her first WrestleMania main event, and she beat Sasha Banks. But yeah, as a rookie, because Brock did the same thing too. So,
and let me just it was a pleasure, Mercedes. What?
I ain't saying that. And she's another one, Mercedes Hogan or Sasha Hogan. If any titles or championship, they don't want to be. Come on. And that's why I think Bayley gets a lot of credit. It's not about championships for her. Out of all the horsewomen, I'll say Bayley's the main trooper. Not have to think about the championships always being around their waist. I like Bayley.
Yeah.
All the other four horsewomen, it's about championship and money and greed. And Bayley, out of all of them, hasn't main evented WrestleMania. Make that make sense. Come on now. But
Yeah, the one chance she had to do it recently, the bloodline took over.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm just a little tired of BBL Bailey.
Yeah. I think she needs
Like,
to revamp her character again, like she did during the pandemic. Because pandemic Bailey, top tier Bailey, best Bailey that we ever seen.
100%. 100%.
Ding dong, hello.
Yeah.
You know where she got that from, right? She stole from Family Guy. That's Stewie's scripting thing.
I didn't know that.
Tom Brady has script, right? And he put a hole in the wall to see him bathing. That's what he's.
What happened? I'm sorry, you breaking up.
Oh, I was saying like Bailey started from Stewie
Hello?
Griffin. You hear me? How I
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Bailey, that whole ding dong hello stole from Stewie Griffin.
Oh wow.
Yeah, when Tom Brady came to their house and he took a shower and then put a hole in the wall to watch him bathe. Yeah.
Yo, you're right. You're right. Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right.
I watched
And then Chris looked through and they saw Meg.
Megan Lois was like watching that shit, and the Stewie's like, "What the fuck y'all doing?" And then left. He went to go look at that shit.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember that episode vaguely, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I never put that together. I didn't realize that. Thank you for that information.
Yeah. And by the way, I like Larry Barcaria, but yeah, I think it's best. Let's do a special business here and put the bell on Becky and yeah.
So you said Becky too? He's like, yeah. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Exactly.
All right, let's get to the main event and then quickly talk about these budget cuts, and then close out the show.
Okay, so we have John. 17 time WWE Undisputed Champion of the world, defending against Randy Orton. This is interesting. This is the first, well, not the first time because OVW, but this is the first time on the main roster that they've ever fought with Randy Orton as the babyface and John Cena as the heel. Who I think's gonna win? Obviously Cena. Who I want to win, believe it or not, Randy Orton. And my wild card is, I don't know, in the sense that anything can happen, because I'm willing to bet it's not gonna be a clean finish. You know, something's gonna happen and it won't be like a clean finish. Somebody do something. Yeah.
All right, so I'm thinking Cena's retaining.
Yeah.
As much I would love to see Randy win at St. Louis, get that pop, and become a 15-time world champion. That's not happening right now. I was also thinking I was thinking about Dusty finish. It's like, I think Dusty finish is like not it's like something's gonna prelude to something else. Dusty finish is named after Dusty Rose.
Maybe runs in. I don't know.
Say again.
Maybe Sami Zayn runs in. I'm catching on that title shot now.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
there's if you don't do, people listening to this podcast for the first time, but Dusty finish is a nickname to Pacific in a wrestling match in which the wrestler appears to have scored the victory only to have the decision reversed, often in a small technicality. Although Eddie Graham is usually credited in inventing the finish, but his name after Dusty Rose because Dusty Rose was famous for evoking the finish in his own matches when he was a wrestler in Booker. An example of a Dusty finish would be a multiple variations of over the years. The most common centers around referee being hit or knocked out, and such the referee comes in and declares a clean pinfall victory or submission. Then only to be reversed when the other wrestler see another referee revive versus decisions declaring the disqualification for either the hit or himself or another incident like a illegal wrestling move or toss out of the ring. That's the definition of a dusty finish, and that's credit to ProWrestling.fandom.com. Give them credit, the source to that.
Simple
Cena
term.
wins via dusty finish due to technicality. Yeah. Mm. I'm gonna use a point for that. Cena wins versus via dusty finish.
Oh, this is a lot to unpack. Y'all ready?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
So while I want, like I said, my favorite wrestler is Randy Orton. So while I want Randy to win, he is not going to win, and he is going to win because he is going to absolutely get screwed by somebody very unsuspecting.
Oh, you think Rose Cold turning heel?
Yes, Cody Lander.
Who's gonna?
I think this is how they get it, and I think he turns heel because he wants to be the one who beats Cena. Randy may have the match won, but it is going to be Cody who wants to defeat Cena because he wants that belt back, and he has to defeat Cena because this is his new story, and his new story is him as Cody Lander. I think I think this is the official start of it.
Okay, so you have
Yes, and I
Cena
think
winning
this,
via basically a dusty finish, but you have
yes.
Rose turning heel. Damn, that's like 2 points in itself. You call
And the reason why I say he's gonna do it now is again long-term storytelling. Remember, Randy made it a very big point to say, I'm going to be here. Eventually, I'm going to come after that. And he told him like, hey, basically, I'm coming to your face to come after it.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that segment. Yep.
Yes. So they're basically foreshadowing that there's going to be
Rose versus Orton.
yes. So Rhodes versus Orton to get back to John.
Mm.
So it's gonna like because they have to have a filler. They have to have some fillers to get to Rhodes back to Rhodes versus Cena. So this is the feud that's gonna get us through like towards SummerSlam.
So that would make Randy Orton the only real true over babyface in SmackDown. Oh, Jacob had two with the bloodline, but ain't got LA Knight, ain't got Damian Priest, but
Yeah, but
the
I
Raw.
also
Wait a minute, Raw
but
has just I don't know if Raw has Roman. I think Roman's still on technically. I think Roman's still on SmackDown.
yeah, but now think about this. Cody Lander gives us '09 Randy. And now we have Cody Lander versus '09 Randy. That's going to put butts in seats
But
because
09 Randy's a heel though. 09 Randy,
yes, and then one heel's gonna go against the other heel.
but how you turn Randy heel?
Like you technically don't. You technically just have him go through that phase. He can still be a baby face and still have heel moments.
Correct.
Yeah,
That's tweener, but
yeah, because remember, he like with Kevin Owens, he was tapping into that place.
yeah, correct.
So
Yep.
the betrayal by Cody sends him to that place
Mm-hmm.
because this is the one that shouldn't have happened.
Correct.
So it's like,
Because technically, it should have been Randy versus Cody.
yeah,
Yeah, if WrestleMania was the way we would have wanted about John winning 17, it would have been Randy versus Cody instead
yeah,
of Randy versus Cena.
yeah.
Mm.
But as much as so, I have a sour taste about this match as well. And the reason I have a sour taste about this match is because unless Cena has been training, I feel like it is going to be severely underwhelming.
Mm.
Yeah,
And go ahead. Because I also want to point out something else that was said on the way to WrestleMania. Cena said to Cody, "I'm going to win because I'm willing to do whatever it takes." In that match, he lost because Cody lost because he wouldn't hit him with the belt.
Mm.
Like he wouldn't do it.
Correct.
And then Cody disappeared.
Mm-hmm. And he left his. He said he left his kid.
Yeah. So now what? Now what? Like you didn't you tried it the good way. Only other way now is for you to crash out. In the words of Lord Dewey's, if we not crashing out, what are we doing?
Exactly.
Like, bro.
Oh my God. But I'm still thinking. So how do Cena eventually turn back heel? I mean, baby, and then you have Rock did say he tried to go get for Cody's soul. He never got Cody's soul. So who really has Cody's soul?
The fans. Cody made that clear.
The Rock eventually gets it through Cody Lander.
Mm.
And we get a super heel Cody.
On what level? Like, if we talk about Piper, are we talking about current Dom? Are we talking about Punk 09-010? Are you talking about what?
I think
Roman current?
I think he is going to be a heel, but I think the world is gonna love it.
Yeah, like Roman Reigns Tribal Chief level.
Yes. I don't know if he's gonna be as big as Tribal Chief Roman, but I think it's gonna be along those same lines. He's gonna be a heel, and the world is going to love it.
Mm.
Somebody
And
said,
yeah, I think it might like as bad as he wants to be a heel, I think it might force him into the tweener position, simply because everybody's gonna love it.
Because everybody currently loves Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
Cody Rhodes. Okay. So basically, you calling for 2 points. A Dusty finish, a Cody heel turn. Yo. Wow.
Listen. When y'all see it, I just want y'all to write in the chat. You really got the script.
No lies detected. Like you said yesterday, not to go on the basketball. The Celtics did not let the Knicks get game 2.
That was worst case scenario for them. Worst case.
When you're back on the wrestling. Wow. All right. So I'm on the podcast chat. I'm gonna put up I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out to where everybody can make their predictions and they can call a point for any match they
Are, are,
want.
are, are we able to put a poll?
I think we can. I could look into it. We should be able to.
Yeah, because if we can put a poll, we just put the poll up, and then we write down the predictions, and then
Yeah.
we act like we can just ask for the like, hey, how do you feel? Like, do you want to earn an extra point if this plans out by telling us how it's gonna plan out?
Right. All right. Yeah, I gotta sit down and write some of that stuff down. Yeah, I'm trying to do it this morning on the bus, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not focused. But yeah, I just want to run through this release schedule of budget cuts. This is the season where after WrestleMania they release superstars and sign or move up current superstars. So, and then we could close out To my knowledge, as of right now, 17 of the main roster and NXT stars have been released by the WWE on May 2nd and are as follow. Braun Strowman, but I heard rumor has it that they they will still have him on the books just to come in and do like special matches or special returns, and I think they're gonna like help him with his salary or something of that nature. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I believe I'm right. You know, um, Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, Cora J, Gigi Dolan, okay, Wolfgang, Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, Eddie Thorpe, Riley Osborne, Jakara Jackson, Oral Mensa.
Who was that last one? Jackson?
Jakara Jackson.
Jakara Jackson.
Jakara Jackson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, last season's buddy.
Ori Mensa, Javier Bernal. I think I said that correctly.
Yeah.
Danny Palmer and Shotzi Blackheart. Contract was not renewed for Shotzi. The shocker for me out of all of them is Cora J. So much talent there. So much talent there. I think they did not properly utilize her. I wouldn't be surprised to go into the Indies or to like AEW to build her name up a little bit more and come back. She's one of like I think Punk's and Booker T people, so I think eventually they'll call her back up. But this is a chance for them to go to make a name for themselves in the independents, man. But yeah, the shocker for me is out of everybody, Cora J. I think Braun Strowman's contract was just a little bit too much for the WWE to handle, especially currently with what he's making and the limited schedule that he is on and his health issues. But I think the WWE is also doing right by him as well. So I appreciate that. But everybody else, and Dakota Kai was a little bit of a shocker for me too. But everybody else, it's your chance to make a name for themselves. But I just don't. I'm a little bit bothered by Shotzi because Shotzi, there's so much that she can do, man, and just hopefully she get to tap into her potential, and hopefully they can eventually call her back up. Because look at Drew McIntyre. He went to the Independents. Look at Cody Rhodes. Look at even CM Punk. He quit. These guys eventually came back and they're in bigger and better position than they ever was. Punk main event his first WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre main event his first WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes 4-time WrestleMania main eventer. Like, so the light is bright. If you go back in the independent and groom your skills, look at Cody. Cody went back to the lower of lows and drew a connection, and he is the biggest star currently in the WWE. So the independents don't hurt; it only helps. And look at the king of the independents now. What's his name? Matt. What's his name?
Matt Cardona.
Mr. Zack Ryder. Yeah, the internet champion.
Woo woo woo.
You know it. Oh, radio.
Everything you know.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just pray that they make their name the independents or whatever platform they're trying to make their name on, and I wish them well.
Yeah. Do you want to go, Gerald, or do you want me to go?
I mean, I don't got nothing much to say really. Yeah, you go ahead and go.
So I also agree that the biggest shocker was Cora Jade. I feel like you said, there's a bunch of untapped talent that WWE didn't really explore the way they should have. That's number one. I agree with the Braun Strowman thing. Simply because it's like it was a lot going on there for him to be making so much money, to be not even a high mid Carter. He was like a mid Carter. And it's like,
Yeah.
So that's number one. And I believe didn't Shotzi just make like an appearance?
Mm-hmm.
And like that shocked me. because she just made an appearance. But then also another one that didn't really shock me was Dakota Kai. And the reason why Dakota Kai didn't shock me is because I kind of seen the writing on the wall with that one, because it's like you're there for 2 weeks, then you're on the shelf 8 months. Like it didn't really like. Damage Control was fizzling out. Everybody from Damage Control was hurt. EO is the only one who is still active right now.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, because remember, Oscar's hurt. Kairi Sane is hurt. Dakota Kai's was always hurt. Like,
And Bailey just got taken out.
yeah. So it's like, what are you really doing here? And it's like, I don't think Dakota Kai had that it factor for her to carry her. Like, for her to carry it herself.
Okay.
Like, don't get me.
Is she hurt too? Isn't Dakota hurt also?
No, she's not. She just wasn't on TV because they had nothing for her.
Okay. Oh, okay. But real quick, I know I didn't have anything much to say, but real quick, I just want to say, to me, like someone who majored in business, took business in college, right? Like, I have no problem with this list, and like Twitter, which isn't a real place, and social media altogether, right? Like, oh, they're horrible. They fight all these people. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, you like, this is a part of business. Welcome to the real world, kid. And there's a thing in business called cost to benefit. Yeah, I know it sucks because Cora Jade had a lot of promise potential, right? And she wasn't even hurt, but she's always getting hurt, and to me, like, it seems like WWE didn't trust her because they have that problem in the past before with other people. Like, can we trust you to stay healthy? I don't know. So they probably got rid of her for that. So go to the Indies, learn a new hold, come back, and we'll see about there. But yeah, Braun Strowman, again, cost to benefit. Like, we're paying all this bread, but like, how valuable are you really right now to us? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's our return on investment? Dakota Kai, same thing. Shayna Baszler, right? Same thing. Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. How you feel about them? Those two girls. How you feel about them?
More
Nothing?
learning and independence. Go. Work on your craft and come back.
Yeah.
Like you said, look at what Cody Rhodes has done. He took the CM Punk pipe bomb outline, and he done everything. And that pipe bomb outline that Punk did on June 27, 2011, Cody Rhodes took that, and he done everything.
Mm-hmm. I'll go to New Japan. I'll defend the Ring of Honor. I might even go.
Hi, Colt Cabana. How you doing? Breaking the fourth wall. I'm the best wrestler in the world. I'm the best in the world. The slogan now. Like, literally everything that Buck said on June 27th in Las Vegas, UNLV's arena. That's, to me, that's the for me in my life as a wrestling fan, that's the greatest promo ever. Like, everything Punk did it, most of it. But that was Cody Rhodes outline. He done it all. He went to Japan. He went to Ring of Honor. He won the Ring of Honor championship. I believe he wrestled Colt Cabana. Like, he haven't beat John Cena, but he will. He beat John Cena for the WWE Championship.
I'm on sportskeeda.com, right? And this article is saying, because I got a bunch of all the releases that you listed just on this website right now, but it says something. Shotzi wasn't released, but her contract wasn't renewed. And also goes to say, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There will be more releases are expected from NXT. So there's more to come as far as releases come. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm under my friend that this is your chance, to go and work on your craft. And
also,
I just named 3 perfect examples of wrestlers that have done that and came back. So
also they're making room. They have all these new what's the name of the show on
LFG, yep,
yeah,
LFG, and then you
those
got
prospects.
Evolve.
Yeah, they're making room for those
And,
prospects, and they're also bringing people in. Forgot who exactly, but this name's being brought up. Oh, the AAA guys.
yeah, that's a new company. Yes, they acquired AAA from Mexico, and yes, I mean if I'm not mistaken, they signed uh, Alberto Del Rio back.
Well,
Yes, I did hear that, and I'm
but
kind of excited.
by extension, he's back. By
AAA.
extension, by ex- by association, he's back. But the deal's not the deal. The ink is still drying. So who knows? Maybe by then he'll be fired. I don't know. But yeah, ink is still. It's not sealed in stone yet. It's still there's still some formalities gotta be hit. Some I's gotta be checked. Some T's gotta be crossed. Whatever. But yeah.
But yeah, I just hope whoever gets released, they use this time and we can close out. They can use this time to tap on untapped potential that they have, and your greatest enemy is yourself. The person you're looking in the mirror at is you versus you. Who's going to win, the actual human or the person that you're looking in the mirror? All right.
I hear that.
So, Gerald, you want to leave your social media? I'm sorry, my brain just went.
Yeah.
Close out.
Follow me on Gerald Roberts on Instagram. The same thing on actually no. I tried to make the same handle every platform, but they work out that way. So it's my tongue. It's Gerald Roberts on Instagram. Same thing with my platform Espirito. It's Espirito on Instagram as well. Follow me on Twitter at is Gerald Roberts. Yeah, just type my name. On TikTok, Facebook. I'm everywhere, so just follow me. I'm saying. Twitch. Follow me on Twitch. I need some more followers on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch. It's Sharps on Twitch. Starting a Twitch channel, so shout out to that. And my YouTube channel, check that out importantly. Other than that, stay tuned. Again, I'm doing some work behind the scenes, taking a little break, but in that time, I'm rebuilding the platform bigger, better than ever. I'm gonna just bring it back at the end of this month. Really, after I just get through some personal things, and then yeah, we're back. And who knows? Maybe by then, I'll have you on. You know what I'm saying? Shout to my sponsors. Real quick, I'm still kind of bloated from eating at Wonder today. Get the Wonder app. Use promo code Gerald312 to get $15 off your first 2 orders. Everybody. All right. What else can I say? I think that's just about it. Yeah, man. Yeah. We do.
As always, it's been a pleasure. It's your boy Casanova, aka Mr. Make Things Go Boom. As always, y'all can follow me on Instagram at _CLRKKENT. Clark Kent, no A.
I'm trying to remember that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can follow me on my personal page at Brand New Clyde, BRENDNUCLYDE, on all platforms: X, Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram. Or you can follow the podcast at CAMedia Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok, however, Facebook. If you'd like to be a guest on the CAMedia Podcast, you can email me at CAMediapodcast@gmail.com. If you're on Instagram, you can click the link in the description and fill out the form. I'll get your recommendations on being on the podcast. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Gerard. Thank you, Casanova, for being on the podcast. The podcast chat group will lay out the rules for the first ever. We'll figure out how we're gonna name this award that will be presented right after WrestleMania Night 2 next year in NOLA. Yeah, so the winner will get a championship of their choice, it will be within, a budget that's reasonable for everybody that's in the group, based off the wins, loss, and points record. And if you have a win-loss record that's in a good percentage, we use that first, and then you go to points if there's a tie. But we'll lay out the rules in the chat group. This podcast don't ever make profit, so but it doesn't.
Soon come.
Soon too, by the grace of God. But yes, again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the CAMedia Podcast, the show that allows you to come your own unique way. I am the host, Clyde Anson, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. The next episode after this will be with Jimmy Oliver. He'll be running for mayor of Syracuse. So this podcast tonight that we do on a Thursday will be published on Friday. The after show Tuesday normally, I think, right? Is it Tuesday we usually do it? Yeah, Tuesday
because we wait till after
Raw. And
bet we go on that. Bet.
So Monday's episode with Jimmy Oliver, which is my normal schedule. Try to have an episode every Monday. Jimmy Oliver, he'll talk about his time, at Boys and Girls Club and why is he running for mayor of Syracuse. He worked as a commissioner, I believe, of a department in Syracuse. But check out the episode. I'm posting it. Again, thank you for joining the podcast. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.
All right, peace.
Woo, woo, woo.
And you know it. Oh, yeah, one more thing. Let's go Knicks.
Let's go Knicks.
Let's go Knicks.
Let's go Knicks. That's right.
Knicks.
Yo, you gotta have your fiance on, man, if she wants to join in one of these Sundays or one of these episodes.
No doubt. I'm gonna talk to her about it and see if she wants to give her input.
Yeah, no rush.
Yeah. All right. Peace out.
Peace.
All right.